Oh, wow. Sorry, you got the drip on, I respect it. This gotta be one of the worst shit I've ever played in a while, man. What the fuck am I playing? What did I just play? In this game, there'll be full spoilers for Kingdom Hearts 3, potentially even spoilers for the games prior to it. So if you haven't played those games, please click off of the video. I don't want you guys to be spoiled for this. And welcome back to some more Chaddy Talks games. So continuing with the Kingdom Hearts franchise, I just completed Kingdom Hearts 3. And I don't even know where to even go with this one, man. I'm a bit disappointed, upset, mad. There's a lot of points playing this game that made me just kind of feel whatever, to be honest. It doesn't do nothing for me, where other games did. To say some positives here, the positives about the game is the Keyblades are straight up insane. It's cool to see that the Keyblades actually have some type of identity and uniqueness in how they operate, with them having freaking being able to change it to like what is it, yo-yos, or freaking becoming like a whole spear with Pirates of the Caribbean. It's cool that the Keyblades are able to take hold and take form to use for Sora and have completely new movesets with it as well. I like that a lot. If I have to say anything else good, yeah, I really don't have nothing else. I played this game knowing something was off about this game. I knew some people didn't like the game, but I didn't want their opinions to dictate how my opinion is. But playing this game, especially playing through the beginning with the Coliseum, I just felt something was off. And even now, to this day, or to right now recording this, I still don't know what is off about this game. That's making me feel like ever since the get-go, like something is up with it. None of this is interesting to me, man. It's the same thing with Kingdom Hearts 2, with freaking how you have all this Disney shit, and then at the end, when all you're supposed to have this big showdown, whoa, everybody and their mama's supposed to pull up. I understand it's with the theme saying your friends are your power. I understand that, but it's just these worlds are just not interesting to me. Sure, maybe there's probably people out there who freaking are shitting their pants and be like, whoa, dude, we play with Woody, man. That's so cool. Me, man, it's just nothing in my opinion. Everything that's happening right now is just nothing. Because the organization is barely making any sort of a threat. They're just talking about shit, quote unquote, guiding Sora to make him be where he wants them to be, or where they want him to be, which happened like every single time. And then also just, I don't know, man. It just feels so off to me that this is the thing. It just, I don't know, man. I don't know. It doesn't feel right. In my opinion, you know me, I'm not a big Disney connoisseur, connoisseur, I don't know how to say it, but I'm not a big Disney fanatic to try to, I don't know, do things for some Mickey Mouse ears. The Disney stuff here, I believe, just takes too much screen time, in my opinion. To think that you have all this shit happening to set up this game and do all that, especially from Dream Drop Distance, and for it to be completely overshadowed with the Disney stuff is, again, it's a joke, man. And I was just thinking, I was looking back to like Kingdom Hearts 2, being with Kingdom Hearts 2, how it was such adamant with the Disney stuff, and they just make it worse here, in my opinion. The Disney stuff here are 2 hours long, having some of these cutscenes that make the Disney characters look just like their animated counterparts, which is cool, man. That's cool. But I just think the Disney stuff don't really add nothing. Sure, they have a bit moments with Sora having a bit of connection between Kairi, him and Kairi love with the Pirates of the Caribbean. Or even in Frozen, how Elsa and Anna is like Sora and Riku in a way, on how Sora is supposed to save Riku and how Anna is supposed to save Riku, or Anna is supposed to save Elsa as well. But I just think they run a bit too long. I think they don't really have nothing going on. Sure, they have the organization members making their appearance here and there, but I just don't think they do anything for the current plot. Like, all these plot points are currently happening. Sora's trying to get Roxas again, trying to bring back Roxas. Maleficent and Pete are currently looking for the Book of Prophecies. Vexen is here trying to do the replica stuff. Freaking, what's another one? Damn, I'm trying to think. We have to get Aqua. We have to get Ventus. We have to get freaking Terra. We have all these plot points going on, and none of it feels like it's doing anything. They're making no sort of progress or actual like progress in a way to make it actually have a visual, I guess, cutscene about like progress that's happening. The only thing that happens is that you have your Gumi phone and they're just Ienzo is saying like how okay, we're getting better with the replica stuff. We're gonna get the Vexen's freaking research and use it. I'm like, that's not a sufficient progress of events, in my opinion. And the same thing back in Kingdom Hearts 2. The main reason why I don't like Kingdom Hearts 2 in some ways is because they just freaking show this, and then show nothing of it. Nothing of it until the end. And that's exactly what they did here, man. They just show glimpses of these organization members. And yeah, I'll say the organization members, they do talk way more than what they did in Kingdom Hearts 2 and how they to be honest, they don't feel like they're even talking about shit. Even with moments whenever Larcene and Malusha and freaking who's the other one? Demix and I think maybe Vexen was there too, speaking to Xemnas about, okay, why are we really here? What are we really going for? And all Xemnas had to say is something about the Keyblade history or something like that I don't know shit about. Sure, maybe it's with the mobile game, but it just doesn't do nothing for me. And to spend such a long amount of time doing the Disney Worlds, I understand Disney owns it. It's Disney before Square Enix, 110%. But to spend so much time on the Disney Worlds, 2 hours, potentially even almost 3 hours of the Pirates of the Caribbean and Frozen, and for there to be no sort of payoff with anything that's happening with the main story, no sort of like conclusion or progression with anything that's going on in the events that's going to lead to the Keyblade War. I just think it's just fucking shitty. I think it's a joke. I think it's just why. And sure, there's progress with freaking Aqua, or with freaking Riku and Mickey trying to find Aqua. Sure, there's that, but I just don't think that's enough to really make it believable in a way. Where another thing that has happened is with like Vexen having his whole like atonement spiel and how like he wants to atone for all the people he has. Same thing with Ansem the Wise, how they want to atone for the people that they hurt, the lives that they used, and the hearts that they've damaged. And they want to do that. But in Vexen's case, it doesn't seem believable in any way, where he somehow just goes to Twilight Town, sends some ducks to Ansem to save Ansem the Wise, then boom, 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 that's it. Then now all of a sudden he wants to say he's trying to atone. From the amount of cutscenes that's in this game, for you not to like at least have some cutscenes to be singled out to Vexen and him trying to atone, to make the things that he's trying to do believable, to be like, whoa, this Vexen came back, and then now instead of like going to full fold with Xehanort and his plan, he's trying to do something else and bring back the people that he hurt, the people that he tested on, and all that. It just, there's certain things you have to show for it to really have like, damn, or for me, for it to be believable. But I just think like I played before the final moment, I played 16 and a half hours of the Disney stuff, of going through all the worlds like Toy Story and freaking Pirates of the Caribbean and Big Hero 6, and go through all that makes little movement and little progress to the main story. And then 16 and a half hours in, now we have to somehow get to the climax, and then boom, all of a sudden, boom, we get Aqua back. Boom, we get Ventus back. Boom, Vanitas. I didn't even freaking reference Vanitas, man. How Vanitas and Ventus, like, how Vanitas is trying to get Ventus because he wants Ventus to be whole, and you have even in Big Hero 6 with the Riku, which we know is replica Riku from freaking um Reverse Rebirth and Rechain, on how he's basically being in the fold. You have all these characters that's coming through freaking like multiple games. That's not actually freaking adding any interesting bit with it's not or that's not adding any interesting thing to it. But at the climax, to have freaking all this shit go down, I know it's the climax. All right, it's the climax where we get Aqua again. We save her, and Aqua is sinking down to the darkness, saying like how she feels lonely, how she tried so hard to save her, to protect herself from it, but the amount of time she felt isolated, she felt like she had nobody to turn to, she had nobody to depend on, and just for all that to just happen, and you have fragmentary passage, but it's just not enough. Fragmentary passage is literally like 2 hours most, and they don't freaking do that much for Aqua there. They show a bit, but they don't do that much. But for this to come through where she has all the shit she's been going through, like her being in the darkness, freaking being there, quote unquote, sacrificing herself straight up for Riku and Mickey, for them to even close up Kingdom Hearts, and talking with Ansem the Wise. But just for that all to happen, then boom, now we cut to her trying to save Ventus. And I understand that, yeah, she wants to save Ventus because she's the only one that knows where he's at. But I'm like, I'm kind of wishing that there's a bit more like, not context. I'm trying to find a word, but a bit more something to make me fully understand what Aqua was going through. Where you could have spent like not like that much time, but something to be like, maybe Aqua and Mickey could have an exchange about what truly was happening, what she was truly feeling at that time, where she was just so felt like she had nobody else to turn to, nothing else that she can depend upon, and she just gets her heart consumed by darkness. I literally say it in Birth by Sleep that Aqua is a one-dimensional character because she's so into the light, and for her character to be to go into the darkness and to have this sense of moment for her to be able to talk about all these different things that happen about her, and for just to be basically put to a side and just get checked off a list because of the amount of plot points that's even there that they have to cover in this game is really fucking unfortunate, and it's really freaking disappointing to me that they do that. It makes it, and then yeah, they transition all the way to Ventus, and Ventus, and then Vanitas pulls up. We fight Vanitas, and then basically that's it. Sure, they have some moments whenever Sora, not even there. I'm not even there yet, but sure, we see Ventus rock with Ventus heavy. We talk about all that, but it doesn't move the needle for me. And I think why I'm just at that point where I just don't really care that much anymore is because of how, again, I played 60 and a half hours of Disney shit that had nothing to do with, that had barely anything to do with the plot, that had nothing going on in the slightest, and then now all of a sudden you just want me to give a shit. It makes me upset that you have all these characters that you've been teasing and showing since freaking Birth by Sleep, and ever since Kingdom Hearts 1, that you have all these characters to have to be basically concluded, all these villains that you need to have concluded, and I just feel like they're fucking up the whole thing. Another thing, yeah, after in the climax, they have what? I'm trying to even remember right now. After the climax, yeah, we fight Vanitas, we do that. It's whatever at that point. We get back, we have Kairi and Axel are able to get their Keyblade and become the new Guardians of Light. But I don't feel nothing, man. I don't feel nothing from all that stuff. There's even moments with Axel that's so freaking important and has some meaning to it, where Axel's trying to remember Zion and he's looking at Kairi, staring at Kairi, trying to remember somebody that he used to hang out with. And even like having different moments like that's so like does something for Axel's characters and have the opportunity to do for even more characters, but it's not enough, man. So then after that, we get to the great Keyblade War that happens between Xehanort and the other organization members and Sora and the damn Seven Guardians of Light. What makes no sense to me the whole way. Is throughout they get their ass whooped. They get their ass whooped by just Terra's body alone. With Xehanort controlling Terra. They get their ass whooped. All of you are just getting wiped out by this one mother trucker? Are we serious? Kyrie, you can't defend yourself? Thank you, homie Goofy.
Yo, Donald, no!
This a nuke? I've never seen him use that before at all. He's just been holding that shit for life. Sorry, he gotta go. It ain't him. And there's no way of getting back his body anyway, though. What makes no sense to me is that Sora was being filled with doubt and being fucking worried and crying and shit. My whole thing is this. Throughout the Disney stuff, Sora meets people, meets Woody, meets Buzz, saying basically, you guys have hearts. No matter how far Andy is, no matter how far your friends are, you guys are all connected by the hearts. The dad escape with what is his name? Baymax from Big Hero 6, how robots can have hearts because any inanimate object can have a heart if it comes to be like that. Even things like toys and robots can have a heart. And how like the heart is such a powerful thing. And in my opinion, at that final moment with when they start doing the actual war and all of them get their ass whooped. And to see Sora just come crashing down and start fucking being worried all of a sudden, being filled with like doubt, crying and shit. I just felt like, I'm like, Sora, the whole way through this game, you're telling others about all this shit, about how everybody is connected via the heart. It doesn't matter how far apart you are from somebody else. You're always connected via the heart. That is the 100% deciding and baseline of every single relationship you have gained with others. What the fuck is actually happening now? I don't know, bro. It just feels so anticlimactic in my opinion. I don't feel no shit. This just feels so anticlimactic. Like Sora, I'm sorry, oh boy. I don't give a shit.
Kyrie, Donald, Goofy, the king, gone forever.
I don't know. Think about your people from Disney or something. Call upon the power of friendship with their hearts. Oh, that man actually crying.
Without them, all my strength came from them. They gave me all of it.
They're still in your heart, though. No.
Alone, I'm worthless.
They're still in your heart. They are still in your heart. Like what are we? Sora. And right at the moment, and yes, Sora did see his people get killed. He did see his people get killed. But it just didn't feel right for me, or to me at that moment, for Sora to now all of a sudden be like, damn, what the fuck am I gonna do? Damn, where am I gonna go from here? Damn, is this really it? It doesn't feel right to me that this is like, and I know like, sure, there could be moments that Sora can reach those levels of doubts. Sure. But I don't think it's here of all times, man. I just don't feel it here. And then Riku wanted to say like, you don't believe it because straight up, I don't believe that Sora's even reaching this level at all. It doesn't make sense to me where even in Dream Drop Distance, where it straight up solidifies the moment where Sora says his friends are his power, where he has people from all sort of different places like freaking Ventus and Naminé and Terra and Aqua and Mickey and Goofy, where none of them are there at that moment. But Sora is the one to actually to straight up embody what it means, like the power of friendship, and how his friends are his power, and how no matter the distance that people are at, or that the distance between others, he still has them to depend on. And at that moment, to do it like that, and then somehow like Sora having to reconstruct himself and have to save everybody hearts, it just doesn't feel right to me, man. It doesn't feel right to me for that to be the case, and for it to just happen at that point in time. It doesn't feel right to me. And it's the same thing with Kingdom Hearts 2 in a way. And again, I'm going to be referencing Kingdom Hearts 2 a lot. It's the same thing that I feel from Kingdom Hearts 2, where it's like all this shit, you had all this time to start to kind of like have some type of pace and some type of like weight, add some more weight and context to other people's motivations and other people's like different development moments, but you just don't until the end. And it's the same thing that happens here, where throughout the whole fucking game, Sora has a damn, he's so heartfelt. He's following his heart. He's befriending new people. He's seeing that people that are just toys and people who are just a robot can have hearts, defending that, telling other people that no matter what, it doesn't matter. You still have a heart. It doesn't matter. And for the moment here, whenever Sora actually has to freaking confront it himself, now all of a sudden he breaks down. Am I just oblivious? Please, somebody, please, if anybody's watching this, comment and say like, Chad, you're just oblivious to all this shit and you don't know what you're talking about. Because it just doesn't make sense on how you're lining up all this shit to happen. It does not, in my opinion. And yeah, the reconstruction, and also with they reference a bit with the freaking movie. I promise you, I fell asleep. And after that movie, I found that I'm not a reactor because I'm fucking falling asleep. I watched that movie. That movie was whatever, to be honest. But yeah, they start referencing like about the world that they're in and about him trying to save the others with Jiminy. It just wasn't doing it for me, man. It wasn't, because it didn't feel right. It didn't feel right for Sora at this point in time to even feel shit like that. Because all that shit was felt from Dream Drop Distance. The reason I love Dream Drop Distance so much is because Sora's character became freaking, just sprouted into a whole catalyst and became a freaking interesting ass character. And now you're trying to add some more shit on top of that doesn't feel earned, because like now Sora like knows what truly he's fighting for, and it's like you fucking forget about all that shit previously. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't do nothing for me. And I realize that's just how I am. Like whenever when you play so much, because the whole time sometimes I look at how long to beat. Before I even started the franchise, I looked at how long to beat with some of these games. And Kingdom Hearts 3 was 29 hours. 29 hours. And that's what's said. And for me to be 16 and a half hours in, and I'm thinking to myself, like 29 hours, okay, how the fuck are you going to somehow do 13, maybe even 14 hours in this time span of it just being in this one world? So I'm trying to pinpoint and be like, okay, maybe this is how it's going to be. Ventus fights Vanitas. We play as Ventus fight Vanitas. We play as Aqua fight probably Zigbar. We play as Riku fight Replica Riku. No. All that basically happens is that we go through each freaking section, having like the first section I go through is with Riku fighting Replica Riku and Zigbar, and literally we say some shit, do a standoff, fight. Fucking everybody fights together, and then freaking once we defeat one of them, or not even that, who's the other one? It was Ansem who was with us first at the get-go. We get to a certain point, boom, cutscene, Ansem gets the fuck away. Gets to another point, boom. We kill Replica Riku, or no, I think I killed Zigbar first. One of the two. We kill one of them first. Boom. They have their final grace. their final fucking grace to make them the only one that out of everybody that fucking made sense to me was freaking Replica Riku. Or Replica Riku and the other Riku the other Replica Riku that's inside of Riku himself, saying like this was a version of him that wasn't able to fully understand and fully come to terms with him not existing and can't really abide by it. And it was something, but again, I'm out of it at that point. We fight Zigbar. Zigbar has to say some shit to Sora, like, and I understand, man. It's all heartfelt. It's all freaking like, sure, Sora's not an evil guy who fucking wants people to just die, you know. But like, for them just to have this sense of like try to do some sentimental, like last minute stuff to make these guys who have done all these things to everybody be like some sort of character, like they're doing it against their will. They are not doing it against their will. Everybody had a decision, unless I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, please tell me. But they're not doing it against their will to abide by what Xehanort wants to do, right? And for Zigbar at this point, for Zigbar to say like, ah, damn, all I wanted to do was wield a Keyblade. Why do you think I was still with him to this point? All I wanted was to wield a Keyblade. He said he's gonna initiate me to become a wielder. And it just fucking felt like nothing, man. And at that point, I'm just like, this is really how they're gonna do the organization members that they're trying to build up this whole time. And I'm just thinking to myself before this, I'm like, so okay, either way, we're gonna have to do it like this, where all 13 organization members would have to be here, besides Vexen and Demix. But most of the organization members would have to be here, because if one of them dies, then everything has to be reset, you know? So they can't just go off to like freaking Frozen when Larcene pulls up and Tangled where Malusha pulls up and go kill their ass, because everything has to be resetted from there, you know? But I'm just like, you ain't giving these guys anything at this point. And yeah, Marluxia, Larcene, they're not that interesting. They're not. But like, damn, man, I was kind of hoping there was something there. And then we fight both of them with, I'm pretty sure, Mickey. And again, nothing, bro. Nothing. It just what did Larcene say? Oh yeah, and after that, who was the one that put up? Xemnas, I think, was the one who put up. Same thing. We start the fight with him, boom, fucking get skedaddled, and then get set up for something else. But we fight Larcene, we fight Marluxia, and at the end, Marluxia wants to say like, oh, now I'm actually feeling like I have a heart a bit. Like now my heart is not whatever. I'm like, I don't give a shit, man. Like you've fucking, like you're acting like you're doing this shit against your will. They're not forcing you to do this, are they? Are they forcing them to do this? It doesn't make sense to me, man. And to do all that, Larcene having some witty fucking shit saying that she is just, she's just there for the ride, and how like it's a secret on what truly she's there for, just fucking makes no sense to me, bro. It makes literally no sense to me at all. And then it freaking with the other moment with, it just felt so fucking disrespectful, bro. So fucking disrespectful for the final moment with Kairi, and we fight with Kairi, and we fight with Axel, and we fight Zion, and we fight freaking Zion and freaking Saix. And it just felt so undeserved to have fucking Zion here all of a sudden. Just feel like now she wants to freaking, she's working with them from all the things that, unless they brainwashed her, but literally they said like replicas are just as more human as anybody else, you know, they have their own mind. And just for them to fucking work together for this one moment, and for all that to go down, it fucking makes no sense to me. And then we do that fucking, then Roxas makes an appearance, like he's Thor from freaking Infinity War, that he's gonna be the one to be the deciding factor and everything. It feels so misplaced, and it feels so undeserved. Roxas,
hands off my friends.
They're just bringing in fucking anybody now.
It cannot be.
Well, they made the replica for him. Yeah, they did.
Roxas.
I love the homie. I love the homie truly, but it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. Just doesn't work, man. And I think they're just doing it because this has to be the end. But if this is supposed to be the end, then why the frick is Kingdom Hearts 4 even a thing? You know, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work, in my opinion. They just do it. I love this trio, man. Love it way more than freaking Mickey, Donald, and Goofy, and way more realistically, they're the best trio. They are the best trio out of every single one. Better than Terra, Aqua, and Ventus. Arguably better than Sora, Riku, and freaking Kairi. You know, this is the best trio. But it doesn't feel right for them just to do this shit, just to do it. It doesn't feel right to me. It does not. I'm sorry, man. I love Roxas to death. Zion is fucking up there too. Axel's up there just as much. But it just doesn't feel right. And then what hurts even more is that you have the trio, the best trio out of them all, Roxas, Axel, and Zion, come together, start crying, fucking finally being together after all this time. It hits, man, but it doesn't feel deserved. It doesn't, not deserved. It doesn't feel earned. It doesn't feel earned for this, right at this moment. All these fucking events are supposed to come crash down. For some reason, Zion of all people is working with the same people who unless you wanted to see Axel, and yes, she can't kill Axel, but Zion of all people to work with the individuals who used her to fight off her friends. And then now all of a sudden is abiding by it? Yeah, she was probably just playing them to begin with, but it's not it, man. For Roxas just to come into like Thor from Infinity War, like to be like he's here now, it doesn't work for me, man. I wish I was seeing some moments where Roxas like came to be. He's like, what the fuck is happening? Where am I at this moment? Where's Zion? Where's freaking, or not Zion? Where's Axel? Where's all of them? Doesn't work for me, man. It doesn't, man. Final moment happens. I can't even tell you, man. I can't even tell you because it all just happened where I was just zoning out the whole time. Like, what the fuck is happening? But the final moment happens, and what? I don't remember, dude. It all just fucking came through. Where we fight Xehanort, and then Kairi like gets fucking got, and how like that's the 13th blade, and then how the X blade can be there, and then how we all fight him, and then Sora, Donald, and Goofy do their thing and fight him. It just felt like nothing, man. In this final fight, how we're at where they used to live, and how it just doesn't feel like nothing, man. I keep on feeling I'm just treading the same thing, but just to keep it short, yeah, beat Xehanort, whatever. We see Ericus like actually like meet his friend again and say some shit and try to make Xehanort say like, for all the weak people who keep on resorting to darkness or whatever, like they can't be a thing. I want to reset the world so it's just strong people who are so strong into the light or whatever. I'm like, bro, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Truthfully, I don't give a damn at that point. Like I'm like, whatever, bro. Go ahead, say your sentimental shit and get the fuck on. Sure, it's nice seeing freaking Terra, Aqua, and Ventus cry for their master. It's nice seeing that moment. Okay, that's probably the most earned moment out of them all. You know, fine, that's cool. But everything else is just whatever. Everybody teaming up to freaking close up the Kingdom Hearts. It's whatever to me. It doesn't do nothing for me, and it hurts. It hurts that it does do nothing for me. And I'm a new fan. Where this is now going to be the first franchise that I've played back to back with no sort of games in between to try to level it out. Back to back. And I'm about to complete it. But I'm like, people waited 6 years for this. People waited 14 who didn't even play the final mixes and who didn't even play the story so far with Dream Drop and 0.2, and this is how you're supposed to end it all off. And what makes it worse, man, what makes it worse is that this game, I beat this game in 22 hours, And what makes it worse is that this game is somehow shorter than Kingdom Hearts 2 and even shorter than Kingdom Hearts fucking 1. The game that's supposed to fucking lay the groundwork on how we're supposed to start this fucking franchise. It is shorter than both of those fucking games. It makes no sense for with all this lead up since Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep and having the shit with Dream Drop Distance and maybe even some shit with Kingdom Hearts 2 in a little bit. How you have all that lead up and all of it to just be resorted to just boom, we had to focus on the Disney shit, and then boom, now, okay, all of a sudden we have to keep doing this. We have to get all these characters resolved. We have to do all this at all this certain amount of time, and it just doesn't feel fucking right. It feels misplaced or mispaced, or the pacing is terrible, unless I don't know pacing. But it just feels fucking shit. The whole, to think that there's fans that freaking love this franchise to be fucking disrespect. I don't know. I could be in the minority. Maybe. I don't know. But me being a newcomer, I just felt like this is fucking disrespectful in a way. How you have 8, 10 games, if you want to include the mobile games, before this to lead up to this game, and then it all just fucking becomes nothing. I'm gonna forget literally everything about this game. Literally everything I'm most likely gonna forget about this game, because it's whatever to me. It's whatever. The only factor that's good about this game is what? The gameplay? In Kingdom Hearts, the gameplay, there's no bad gameplay in all the Kingdom Hearts games. So what? The gameplay, yes, it was a big improvement. But what else? The visuals? Sora looks like ass. Riku barely even looks good. Sure, the Disney people look good, but like, what? It sucks, man. It sucks. And it makes me, and I'm not mad to the point, I'll give you a score right here and now. 4.5 out of 10. I'm not a reviewer. I'll never be a reviewer. But if you guys want to see, like, I'm talking like, what is my score? 4.5 out of 10. Same score as Recoded, but Recoded is still worse. But this game is bad in a way that is disappointing, and it just fucking hurts. I don't think it's a fucking like a 3 or something like that. I don't believe that at all. But I believe the amount of shit and the amount of games that they have to the amount of characters, the amount of plot points, the amount of fucking games you have to somehow resolve and come to and end in this, for it to be shorter than freaking Kingdom Hearts 1 makes no sense to me at all. It's sad, disappointing, and ultimately disrespectful to even do this shit like this. That tries to like recap all the fucking games and the stories and the characters and the plot points at this one central moment, and it just fucking goes nowhere. And I feel like they just forgot about every single thing, and they're just like, fuck, we have to do this, fuck, we have to do this, and if we don't do it, what the fuck are we doing, you know? But yeah, man, it's a bad game in my opinion. I'm gonna forget all about this shit. It doesn't do nothing for me. And the people who fucking love it, bro, truly the people who love Kingdom Hearts and the fans, I know a lot of them do. I know a lot of them love Kingdom Hearts 3 most likely, but me being a newcomer and like watching this shit like from a new perspective on like beating these games back to back for the first time and seeing that I know Kingdom Hearts 3 was really decisive on how others were feeling about it, but I did not think like me all of a sudden will feel that type of way as well. But it's different for others. Yeah, I still have to start to progress. Yeah, we're at the end of the franchise now. Jesus, it's crazy to think that I played a franchise for this long back to back with no games in between. With like freaking how I played like Xenoblade back to back, but I played multiple games like Halo and I played like GTA a bit and do that. It's crazy to think about. So now in the final video for CTG for Kingdom Hearts Chaddy Talks Games will be both the Remind DLC and the Melody of Memories will be the final video for it before I do the Chaddy Ranks games on rigging all the Kingdom Hearts games. But that's it. That's been Chaddy Talks Games, man. If you guys truly, if you make it this far in the video, please fucking, if you have to cuss me out or if you have to really state your opinion about how you feel about the game, truly do it. I will read it. I will. But it pains me that this is how they fucking do it. And then now they have Kingdom Hearts 4 that they fucking are doing now, where Kingdom Hearts 4 just looks like a fucking, I don't even know anymore, bro. I don't even know. But yeah. Yeah. That being said, man. Hope you enjoyed the video and stay safe.